news fell, Geralt and Yen learned that Ciri had returned to the Isles. She'd rejoined her friend, the masked mage. They had boarded a boat and sailed off in an unknown direction. The boat had returned, one passenger on board, a creature as mindless as it was hideous.
Foreigner, watch your step. This is a terrible balance. You and the Swiss.
I want to fight.
Grand. Tell me when you're ready.
Tournament rules. What are they?
The fighters are both upstarts seeking to prove their grit and brawn and courage, and old hands just looking to keep the rust at bay. You get similar bouts in Novigrad and Velen, but those are glorified tavern brawls, you ask me. This here's a minor festival.
Ready to fight anytime, even now.
Like to have some words with the Outlander first. It's about my Erica. See her? I gotta win today. She's watching. I don't stand a chance against you. I know it well. But I was thinking, maybe you'd let me win.
Listen, if I lose on purpose, we'll both regret it. Believe me.
But it's Erica we're talking about. You don't understand a thing.
Enough of this chatter. Fight!
By the wraith of Moorhawk! Keep together!
What? Lost your nerve?
You've insulted an islander, freak.
Keep together!
You seal fart.
The Outlanders won!
Erica, wait!
Let her go.
You've 2 bouts more before you can challenge for the title of Best in Skellige. You've got to defeat Einar, to be found on Faroe, and 1 Grim of Helmstein, a village on Ard Skellige. Good luck to you.
Greetings, welcome.
Heard Hjalmar came here to gather men for his expedition.
Aye, he did. Such spirit. Stormed in, swept the bowls off the table, jumped atop of it and cried, "I'm sailing off to seek glory. Who's with me? Who wants to cut off that bloody giant's head?"
Guess that was enough to recruit a longboat full of men.
They carried him out on their shoulders, yelling all the while, "We'll win back the forge, string that giant up by his gizzards." Should have seen it, Witcher. Brought tears to my eyes.
Hjalmar seems popular around here.
He is crapsome.
Clever lad. Put together a fine crew, hardy drinkers and warriors both. By the times I've had to piece together tables and benches after hosting them. The Unvik lads he took on, no spring minnows either. In fact, 'twas a clan Tordarach man gave Hjalmar the idea for the expedition. The shipwright, what's his name? Viggy? That's him. Hoped to earn a new byname, the Fearless. Till now they'd call him the Loon.
They wanted to take back a forge? What's that about?
Never heard the Unvikers forged the best armor in these isles? Their swordsmiths are nothing to sneeze at either.
'Cause we made our blades like the dwarves forged their sails.
Soft layered core fitted with a hard steel coating.
How do you know? That's a Clan Todorok secret.
Got some friends who are dwarves.
Mayhaps you do. But the ore from the mines of Undvik, why, not even... Well, no one's got it. That's that.
Hjalmar must have had a plan. Tell me about it.
Plans? Ha! They didn't even know where to look for this giant. As I recall, Viggy wanted to cross a frozen lake and scale the mountains.
They say the giant came from there, awoken by the frost that gripped the land around the tower.
To the harsh winter. Suited that man-eater perfectly. It can only get worse. Even the gods... well...
Another one don't believe Ragnarok is nigh. You'll see. All of yous.
So long.
Glad to be of service. If you need to know more about Undvik or the giant, ask Axel, or that one over there, or Anter.
What do you want?
I'm looking for people from Undvik.
They're dead.
See now, I heard many survived.
Stubborn, get your... What do you want to know?
You there when the giant attacked?
Aye, I was. One of the Jarl's personal guards. I failed him. Led no credence to what the priestesses said. That we'd be punished. For robbing the earth of iron. Forging it into blades that men kill one another with. That Freya would punish us. Mayhaps they spoke the truth.
Jarl of Undvik. Tell me about his death.
Jarl Harald Houndsnout. His whole crew died that night. Wilmar, Wilfred, and Wilhelm. I reached them too late. Saw the giant dash Wilmar against a rock. He fell right beside me. All his bones broke, wriggling like a salmon on the sand.
Harold was dead by then?
What? No, Jarl fought like a bear. Slicing and dodging and hollering, then slicing again. Couldn't save himself, though.
How did you manage to survive?
First I heard the giant growl to those flying sirens. Damn me if he weren't giving them orders.
Under stress, men see all kinds of things.
I know what I saw. Rushed to help the Jarl, but one of the cunts sunk her talons in me, lifting me up. Tried to take me to their nest. Pecked me apart, I reckon. But I broke loose of her grip. Plummeted from quite a height. Crashed hard, couldn't stand. Last thing I saw, swarm of sirens swooping down on the Jarl, thrashing round him. He yipped, he yelped, he screamed, he hollered. Then silence. The men escorting the women and the children to the ships took my unconscious flesh away. Brought me to Ard Skellige.
I should go.
Yeah.
I'm looking for men from Undvik.
You've oars from the isle, and I once cut those waters with nary a race. Could trace you the shoreline in my sleep. A lovely excursion, if not for the bloody sirens.
I'm the one to ask. Me or Axel and Tardarok. He's over there. What can a bloke from Ard Skellige know about Undvik?
Heard you trilling a different tune when Hjalmar was gathering his crew. Your love for the Ancrate fade that quick.
That doesn't mind down there.
Yavar's from there, or so he claims. And you seem to know these waters. Why didn't you sail with Hjalmar?
Because that kind of expedition needs a true leader. And a whelp looking to collect bumps on his skull can only be its doom. Once I...
You'd rather sit in your arse nose in the air, you Zarakanian princess. Brave lad comes along, you sail with him. I'd have sailed with Hjalmar if only those seahorses hadn't banjaxed my knee. Would have sailed instead of sharing a table with a grumpy barnacle like you.
You'd sail with anyone who'd let you aboard. Crack's daughter included.
You You've mentioned sirens. Many on Undvik?
So many. More on the other isles.
Bollocks.
Once they attacked Lars and me when we were fishing. Before we could drive them off, they pulled Lars in the water and scratched me up so bad that... Oi!
Drive away the sirens? How's that work?
Ha! Plain to see you're no islander. With a horn wall's horn. One toot, and they plough and scurry off so quick the waves rock your boat.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill-seeker. Well then, listen close, lest ye end in a watery grave. Sail out of port and head southwest. Watch for rocks protruding like pricks out of the water. You'll have to do some tricky tacking to get past them. Some of them shorter, just below the surface, so careful not to scrape right over them. They breach your hull, you're done for. 'Cause just a few minutes in that icy water makes a corpse. One time I remember...
Stick to the point.
Oh, fine. Watch for the currents, 'cause they can drag you off course. Dash against the rocks even. With a bit of luck, you'll land on the same beach where Hjalmar landed.
Nice talking to you, but time I was on my way. So long.
Fair winds to you.
Clan on Crate.
Move it!
Clan on Crate. Giant tracks.
I long to be home, to the mother's abode, to my dog with his pipe, to my two boys, my life, to the alcove wherein lies my as my strength wanes and death grows, and the fingers turn stiff, and my blood's coursing so. It's time.
Come on.
To the modest abode, whose corners I roam.
I know that song. What are you doing here?
Look, man. Another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
Why'd the giant spare you?
Me and me crew and the sirens. We're helping him build a longship. I sew the sails and run away at times, and then the sirens fly out and bring me back.
Why does he need a ship? Where's he want to go?
Promise not to tell no one. I trust my men to take the secret to their graves. But you?
Promise, won't tell anyone.
Fine then. The giant's going to sail her out to defeat the gods come Ragnarok. The final battle for the world's end. She'll soon be ready.
Not much game here, but I saw the giant give you food. Where's he get it?
Don't know, don't ask. Food suits me, suits my crew.
Over there, on the ground. Hand's got bite marks on it.
What? Where? Wilmar, damn it. You're supposed to clean up. Couldn't keep a secret if your life depended on it. We had a choice. Had her starved to death. And I didn't force anyone. You know, whole crew voted in favor.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Crate. Word is he came to this isle with a crew, aimed to defeat the giant.
Oh, aye, saw him, as did Wilmar.
Sure it was him?
Wilmar's got eyes like a hawk. They stood where you stand now. Poor shape they were in, neath the red, Folin, Viggy. And just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head. Oh, the young on Crate was here too.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aimed to make camp in the old guard tower. Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley, garden absolutely nothing.
Try to come back for you once I've found Hjalmar.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him? Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it. All on your own. They're the same to a man, aren't they, Wilhelm? All think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails. We're short on nails. Can you remember that? Nails and twine.
I'll remember. Hjalmar's encampment. They were attacked. Broken back. As if he fell from a height. Many wounds. Must have fought for a long time. Taken by surprise, but they fought off the attack through here. I need more separately. These tracks are older. Search the perimeter. Somebody left the camp before the attack. Landed smack in a Necker's lair and cut the beast down. Hardy folk, these skelligers. Neckers slowed the pursuer. Archer finally caught up to him. Now where'd that archer go? Trolls. Dragged him into the cave. Wonder if he's still alive. Archer was wounded too. Something cooking over there. Cooking something?
Huh? Cookie?
Hey! You there! Help me! Water's getting hot!
Shut it.
I need that man.
No. We went home and from mirrors. I figure riddle.
Play me for the man, then. If I win, I take him with me. If I lose, I'll jump in the pot, too.
Good! Good!
Why, riddles? Why?
No bubble. First riddle. Lots eats, lots drinks. Big E B. Steps big key. Big key bash.
A troll, of course.
Good, troll. Now you ask.
I'm light as a feather, but even a troll can't hold me for long.
Piss. Riddle hard, human cheat.
I won fair and square.
Stupid riddle. Feather. Troll not hold. Not piss.
Can you walk?
I'll manage.
Let's get out of here. You all right?
Never go in a sauna again, long as I live. Other than that, I think I'm fine. You saved my life. How can I thank you?
I'm looking for Hjalmar.
Hjalmar? Curious where he is myself. Him and the whole crew. Something must have happened. Otherwise, he'd have come looking for me after I went missing that night. I know he would have. Wait now. Why are you looking for Hjalmar?
Any idea where Hjalmar thought he might find the giant?
We'd learned where it has its lair, in the caves above the village. Hjalmar decided the best way there would be to cross the lake. Viggy the loon insisted he knew a better way, through the mines. But none of us fancied strolling into a monster pit.
How'd you get separated from the others?
Had to watch for the night. Saw Egnar of Pharaoh steal Hjalmar's Hornwall horn, one he uses to drive away sirens. Bugger snuck out of camp. I followed him. No idea what got into that ginger head of his. Told Hjalmar not to take him with us 1,000 times at least.
And? You catch up to him?
Aye. In these caves. Bastard screeched so loud he drew the trolls. Thought the buggers would eat me right then. Dropped me in a marinade instead. Decided I was ready to cook today. Would have been the end of me if not for you.
Think I know enough. So long.
Wait. I'll go with you. Luckily the trolls didn't use my bow for kindling.
Good. Let's go. Signs They ran toward the caves. Another track. It's deep enough. Shouldn't hit bottom. Clean cut. Head probably went flying. Fought to the bitter end.
Thorsten.
Sliced her up. 2 men, looks like. Rest of the crew went on. Wonder how many were left. Hjalmar lost a lot of men here.
Arvid and Torderach. He was dead set on coming with us.
Tunnel caved in. Shot half a quiver into her.
Oh, gods. Near 20 of them. But no Hjalmar.
Stench. Show me a pantry and I'll show you the mice. Definitely came through here. Giant came down the mountain, barged into the village, then kicked the gate down from the inside.
Fallen! Thought you died. What happened? Where did you go?
What's happened is that you should have listened to me when I told you not to take Agnar. But you don't listen to anyone. Know what he did? Stole the Hornwall horn. Put the whole crew at risk. I followed him.
Alone? You should have woken me. I'd have listened to you then. But instead... Wait! Still need to thank you, Geralt of Rivia. I'll never forget you came to my aid.
You know me?
Our bards sing ballads about you. And my father told me of your adventures when I was a lad. I remember it well. You needn't be a witcher to be a hero. Cold water and a salty breeze. Those are a skellige lad's potions.
So that ballad about the Witcher and the Sorceress, that's you?
Yeah. Where's the rest of your crew?
Fought our way through a swarm of sirens to get here. Only a handful of us left after that battle. Now we're but 3. The sirens tore Leif up good. We should see to his wounds.
He's dead.
What? Nah, he's just unconscious. Lost a bit of blood.
He's dead. Trust me.
Swore he'd sink his blade into the giant's heart. Swore it on the bones of his ancestors. Coming with me?
Stupid question.
Join us, Geralt.
Bled to death.
Was to be his last voyage.
Geralt, help me smash that. We're sure to reach the giant's cave this way.
I'll cover you. Position myself so as to keep the giant in sight.
Getting colder. Gotta be close.
Careful now. One odd step and you could wake him.
Hey, quick! Let me out before he wakes!
He should be around here somewhere.
Wait. Know what they call Viggy? The loon. For good reason, too. Best he stay in there till we finish with the giant.
What? You out of your bloody mind, Uncrate?
I thought he was your comrade.
He is. Which is how I know what he's like to do.
All right. Guess you should stay in the cage then.
What? I'll not forget this, Uncrate. You want all the glory to yourself? Let me out right now! No closer, he's mine!
torture trap. I sat in a bloody troll cauldron with nary a murmur.
Thanks, brother. I remember that.
Let's get out of here.
Right. Just as soon as I kill him. I knew we'd best him.
Viggy, you daft bastard.
Where are the others?
Thanks for your help, White Wolf. Geralt the Giant Slayer. I'll make sure the Skald said it in song.
Hjalmar the Giant Slayer sounds better. It was your venture. You deserve the glory.
Believe you're right. Let's get out of here.
Want to look around some more?
In that case, I'll meet you on the beach, near the port.
Gonna head back to Ard Skellige?
Aye. After all, I'm to be crowned. I killed a giant, won back Onvik, and lost my entire crew. Who else has put forth a claim? Blue Boy Lugos, surely, and Ottrig, Svanriga.
And Ceres.
Ceres? Me sis? But she's...
She sailed off to Speakerog. Alone.
Alone? What on earth was she thinking?
Set out to help Udalwick. Don't think she can do it.
Oh God, Ceres. Witcher. You wouldn't happen to be heading to Speaker Rogue by chance?
Yeah, I plan to go there.
Good. Thanks, Geralt. I hope we meet again.
Farewell, Uncrate.
Welcome to the home of Jarl Udalric of the Honorable Clan Brockfar.
Greetings. Wanted to see the Jarl.
Enter. Jarl's still speaking to his seer, but they should finish soon.
One thing.
Watch where you step.
How come?
Jarl's not too fond of light. Makes it easy to trip.
Turn.
We'll be done in a moment.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, Jarl.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Ceres. Heard she stayed here.
Oncrate's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Ceres. Where's Ceres?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
I'm looking for Ceres. Any idea where she might be?
I hope she's gone to the village. It's been a time since she visited. She wished to speak to our folk, but...
But?
I worry she might have gone to Jarl Udalric's old family home, though I tried to dissuade her.
Clan Brockvar have something to hide from the Oncrate?
No, it's not that. The house is a strange place. Many believe it haunted.
Great. I love haunted houses. But why would Ceres go there?
Before she left, she had a long talk with the Jarl. Seems she wanted to help him.
With what?
Forgive me. I must go to him.
A promising start. Damn. Something seriously wrong here. Fresh footprints. Could be Ceres's. Ceres. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Udalric.
The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago, half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Udalric.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have, if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brockvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brockvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Most likely their father thought some hard work at sea together would fix things between them.
We use sea outings as cures for many things. Sadly, this time it didn't work. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear, or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for the glory of the gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brockvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalric both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks. So I can go see Udalric?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together. What is this about?
So? Did you find the sword?
I found it. Let's go.
After you, then. You and my da, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out of or something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
That you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
And supper knives are good for picking your teeth. You tend to your own problems.
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
Couldn't help overhearing your conversation.
No worries. It's no secret.
All in the Isles know Jarl Udalric hears the voices of the gods.
These voices you hear.
The gods. Their voices.
It's not the gods.
Watch your words, foreigner. You're in Skellige, our land, and we revere the gods here. If you weren't on Kright's guest...
Jarl, the Witcher surely meant no offense. Let us hear what he has to say.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize. To Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Let me help you, and I promise to do everything I can to keep from angering the gods.
Heed the Witcher Jarl. Make amends to Aki and you'll surely please the gods.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Did you
Why'd
sever
you do
his
it?
head?
What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch. You didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after. Sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come. Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work. In theory. Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair, with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other way?
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Or maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. And what about the other method?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
Trying the trick can't hurt.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay. Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent. Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared. Shattered. Udalric must have been scared of seeing the creature just behind him. Somebody could break their leg, or their neck. An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt!
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Over there! She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the feed.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
key.
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free? The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy skellige, a brave knight or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger. Though I will admit you're not all bad. You trusted me, a complete stranger nearly. Few would have had the courage.
Appreciate it if you didn't tell everybody in the Isles. They'll think I enjoy being dominated.
Farewell, Geralt.
See you, Cerys.
I've no clue what to get. Maybe a nice.
Master Geralt. A guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gates.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Nay, 'tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Krach make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Cerys and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Krach waits.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there. I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an crates to wear the crown, it
should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
Show some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked? Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your shite boasting.
Cerys! Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her. She's so...
Well, stubborn, fierce, mule-headed. Refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Ceres, we're near twins in that regard.
Don't see Krach. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell, Witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcarls. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
You've no respect for our temple. Not you, nor that wish. Yes, where these goblins from? A temple to the eternal fire. More silver there than in the dragon's hoard. So on the continent they raise temples to fire.
Even I've always wondered.
Don't know the real god.
What you Witchers
water.
do?
Gets his own tabernacle.
We like this. We hear the black ones shit.
Carries himself proud swords.
Best play's not worth shite if a weak arm swinging a day.
But our flocks in a mind.
Something I've always wondered. What do you Witchers do?
Hjalmar, can you?
Oh, seal shut. Take a look. Still got all my teeth?
Most of them did quite a number on you.
Why are you laughing? They'd have trashed you too.
Doubt it.
That's so. Care to wager on it? Drop any one of the Vilcarls, and I'll give you my sword. End up like me, you part with yours.
You're on. Start wrapping that sword for me.
Don't sell your fish till they're in the boat, Wolf.
Heard you're taking on challengers in fistfights.
Challengers? Ah, nah. Ain't none a challenge to us.
We're here to hit. Hit till our fists are red with blood.
Let's do this.
Gladly. Die! 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 Tear him apart! Make a mash of ye! You beg for death. Tear him apart! Make a mash of ye! Ah. You hit good. Hard.
Oh, what a fight. Smacked his gob so hard it's a wonder his brain didn't fly out of his ears. Well, lost the wager. But that were such a spectacle, I don't even mind. Here, may it serve you well.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk, listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must even. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackamum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Something tells me there's a purpose to your hospitality.
Aye, there is. In the Isles, mead and mead stand to gain you as much support as feats accomplished blade in hand.
If that's true, you can rest easy about how the vote'll turn out.
I'll rest easy on the morrow, when the crown rests on one of my children's heads.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Cerys?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Cerys has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through, the for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king?
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? Then yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here. This bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Damn it. Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick!
Da. Da.
Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my da.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too.
You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this.
Dan, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crete. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. I can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of Centron wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
The gates were shut!
Look the way a moment. Turned back around. Saw a bear standing by the bench. Does the gods do?
How many wounds? No wonder Hjalborn bled to death.
What? You're talking rubbish.
Ottrig. Shit, no more than a kid. Drogadar. Skald's played his last.
So the tales are true? Warriors in battle frenzy transformed into wild...
Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself. Bodies massacred. Hard to tell who it is. Staingrim, maybe? All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey, before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. A tattoo? Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls. All the horns are empty. Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms. Bowl's empty, but the scent's in the air. Coming from somewhere else in this room. Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
Uh-huh. Berserkers.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. The stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said...
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You've another name for it on the continent. Psilocybe, I believe.
All right. Hasn't seen it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe? Come on, we could find some clues there. We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's a buzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages. Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow. But so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish. I really hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you. The stench! Is that vodka?
A Hackerman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Good thing Dad's got other worries on his mind. Right behind you.
That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit! There's another exit behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to. Quick.
We might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage?
One rarely used, more like. When Hjalmar and I were little, we went through here. Bygone days.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac.
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on. Someone walked through the mead. Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby, something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvold's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go. Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Arnvold! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him.
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
Come on, Roach.
Seek adventure elsewhere. Ha! Got him!
Why'd you betray them? Talk or I'll finish what I started.
No uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Berna Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvald.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigger would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvald, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Berna Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Ceres speaks true. Berna commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
Who betrayed us? The clan that took you in?
Good man. He's a servant to Ancrate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Berner speaks true. Arnvald has served at Caer Trolder ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
I can vouch for Ceres. She's telling the truth.
You? Yet another Ancrate lackey? Did Ceres entice you to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher. More than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Berna to Arnvald, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan Ancrate will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
You stand silent.
You gave Ceres no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
Svanrigger, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clannon Create, and you, Burna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and seafowl will peck apart your remains.
When I had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go. We're just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Ceres! 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 Ceres!
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell.